Breaking news from Eyewitness News 5.
Right now we are following late breaking news of a high-speed chase in Midwest City. Sky 5 live over the scene. We've been following along. This is along Post Road. We can tell you right now, you can see the police officers right behind them. We understand that the front right tire is on its rim right now, and they are still going strong along Post Road, which goes along Lake Stanley Draper. It doesn't look like at this point they're coming across too many things in that area, just going straight along. This has been happening for the past 10 minutes or so, I believe, but they are hot on the trail. Let's go live to Sky 5. Leah Massey, our photojournalist up there. And Leah, what can you tell us what you've been watching as this chase continues?
Well, we got a lot of police cars. It looks like a couple of sheriffs following this silver sedan right now. They're going at a pretty good clip of speed, but there hasn't been any traffic so far coming southbound into this, and thankfully they haven't come across much in the way of traffic. Still, we've seen at least one tire come off the car while we've been following it. It looks like it might be on its rims from where I am.
Yeah, that's what we had been hearing, that it's on its rim on the right front tire. And we want to let everyone know we're cutting into world news right now because this could be affecting people's safety. And if you know anyone who might be in that area, maybe get on the phone and let them know that this high-speed chase is going on along Post Road. But Leah, have you seen them blow through any lights or any stop signs, or have they not come across that?
Well, since we've been over it, there haven't really been any lights. There have been a couple of stop signs, and he hasn't slowed down at all. Cops are staying hot in his trail, but they're keeping back a little bit because he keeps losing tires and sundry and other parts of his wheels along the way. We're about to go through an intersection here. Thankfully, no one was there at the time, but he's not slowing down at all, and the cops are just hoping that they can get him to stop before anyone gets hurt.
Okay, Leah, thank you. And we are going to stay over this. My co-anchor Paul Folger is joining me now, watching this as well. And we really haven't seen them come across anything, just kind of going straight along on this road.
The good news about this is that it is in a rural area. This chase has stretched out through this direction. And as it's stretched out through there, you can see there's not really a lot of traffic in that area at all. But it is amazing that this car is running on rims, just a couple of tires that it is dealing with right now, and that's pretty amazing. There's more than one police officer following this chase as well.
And you see a car in the other direction pulling off to the side of the road there that they just passed. And yeah, we have several police officers hot on the tail of this driver right now. We're still working to find details on exactly what was happening, why this person may have fled.
And you see there's some people right there. We don't know if those look like bicyclists, so that's a very dangerous situation. This begins to approach the Lake Stanley Draper area. And of course, a lot of bicyclers out there on this afternoon as we are into that daylight saving time.
It looks like
a little more time left.
They're pressing on the brakes a little bit. I saw the lights come on as they're kind of curving around. We'll have to find out. It doesn't look like they're going that fast, to be honest.
They probably can't get going that fast because he's missing some tires there. You know, he's running on those rims. And that's the difficult part of this.
That's right. And again, if you're just now joining us, this is along Post Road in the Midwest City area, right along Lake Stanley Draper. We haven't seen this vehicle come across any stop lights or any stop signs, just kind of going steadily along this roadway, passing a few different intersections. Not too many cars in this area. Looks like they are starting to turn off right now. And it looks very slow going. Just trying to see what road they turned onto right there.
We can tell you this all started around 23rd and Douglas, and you can see this is perhaps smoke coming out of that tire, or it's a gravel road, but it certainly looks like that's probably some smoke coming off of those rims that they're dealing with right there.
They just turned onto Westminster Road. So from Post Road, now we're on Westminster. And you're starting to see a few more things in that area, a few more cars, and this is where it can get really dangerous coming across this intersection.
Yeah, you see right here. Fortunately, the guy in the vehicle right there saw that guy coming, probably saw the police following this fella and got himself stopped right there. This is what makes this so dangerous. You know, it is 5:51. People are coming home from work, and this chase going on along near Lake Stanley Draper.
Looks like it was maybe a four-door car. I'm not sure what kind it is.
We've been having a discussion a little bit about this, and we think it could be a Mercedes-Benz. We're not sure.
That's what I heard someone else say just now.
We think it's a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. We don't know. But we can tell you we're working to find that out, and we can see as we push in just a little bit right there that you can pretty much see that the tires on this thing are not level, certainly running on the rim.
Looks awfully low. And yeah, we are hearing that, you know, our photojournalist up in Sky 5 was saying it looked like maybe they saw a tire come off or saw a tire blow, I believe the right front tire.
We had heard stop sticks. They got them out there and got those tires loosened up on that automobile. This chase has been going on. Again, started at 23rd. In that area, and Sky 5 has been over the scene following this. We have seen it go through the rural two-lane roadways, and then we see it pick up around a little bit more traffic. Fortunately, people have seen the lights, they've seen the sirens behind this vehicle, and they've been able to get stopped and pull over. We even saw some cyclists on the roadway.
That's right. Not too many people, thankfully, in this area right now, even though it is kind of the rush hour, but it is a rural spot not far from the Lake Stanley Draper area. Our photojournalist was telling us that it's actually the back left tire that's on its rim right now. But we see them steadily going along, and we know several police cruisers are tailing them.
It's difficult to judge exactly how fast it's going, but that car is moving along at a pretty good clip and continues to roll down this very, what appears to be a deserted road. It's amazing. We really haven't seen much traffic at all as they've been traveling along this way.
And we know our crews back here in the newsroom are working the phones trying to get some more information on exactly what may have happened, why they were if they were trying to pull this driver over, or why all of this started. But again, we're in the Midwest City area, went from Post Road and is now turned onto Westminster. And you see the car going.
And this is, once again, as it approaches that Lake Stanley Draper area, the concern there is there are bikers, there are people out, daylight savings time has started, and so there are more people out there in the evening trying to, you know, do a little bit of recreation time. And when you've got that combined with people just coming home from work, it creates a very dangerous situation for officers, and that's why we are covering Up World News right now, because we want you to know that people are dealing with this.
And we're hearing that this road is about to come to a dead end, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here, if they just decide to give up or if they go and do a little off-roading in that four-door, what may be a Mercedes-Benz, passing another vehicle there. It looks like some of the cars are able to see what's coming up, and they're pulling over on the side, even though we haven't seen too many. Okay, it's coming.
Does look like he's trying to figure out which direction to go there.
Coming to a crawl, and it doesn't look good for the car. It's obviously smoking. We do know that the back left, it's on its rim on the back left side.
You can see the smoke coming right out of that as he tries to get away from the officers and continue to lead this chase and keep these officers on his tail. Still, they are keeping some distance there and not getting too close to him. When you get on this two-lane road, it's difficult to anticipate what's coming ahead of them.
They're almost driving kind of in the middle of the roadway. They will have to find out what road they just turned onto. We're hearing there may be some traffic that they're starting to come across.
Let's see what happens here as they approach this traffic at this area just south of Lake Stanley Draper is where they're following. You can see cars pulling off just on the side of the roadway, and that's probably the good news about officers being behind it. They're seeing those lights up ahead, and they're seeing the guy in front of them, and they know to get off that roadway.
And that's why we're carrying this and we're watching it, because it is a safety issue for people on the roads right now. Thankfully, we haven't seen any major issues because this is kind of a rural area, not too many people around there. Let's see if we can find out what road they turned onto, if Liam Massey up in Sky 5.
Leah, do you have us? Can you tell us where you guys are, what road you're traveling along now?
Unfortunately, I'm not too sure off the top of my head. I do know that we just blazed through a stop sign, and they keep coming across more traffic.
Okay, Leah.
As soon as we come to another intersection, I should be able to tell you what road we're on. I know we're going eastbound, as my pilot told me a moment ago.
Heading eastbound. Okay, it looked like we were starting to see sparks there from the back left tire. That's where we're seeing a lot of smoke coming out a little bit earlier.
We believe this may be Franklin Road that they are traveling along up in that area, Franklin Road. And again, it's obviously a rural road, but look at this car pick up the speed as they travel along this roadway. Just a very dangerous situation.
And it's amazing they've gone like this for so long on a rim like that.
Our helicopter's clocking them going around 55 miles an hour on a car on its rims. That's going along pretty good. The road is straight, so not a lot of curves in there, so probably keeping it on that roadway just a little bit longer there.
Let's see if we can get Sky 5 to pull back a little bit so we can see how close the officers are to this vehicle. We saw several officers trailing them not far behind, and
they are keeping their distance, though. We did see the automobiles behind them, and they are keeping their distance. You can see them there, one or two of them.
We know this is near 24th and Franklin Road, so it is Franklin Road.
And he just passed that vehicle right there. We're also finding out for you right now that this started as a regular traffic stop in Midwest City. What possessed this driver to just take off and go, we have no idea. But once again, they said this started as just a regular routine traffic stop there around 23rd in Midwest City.
And whoever that driver is, they're going to face a lot of charges after this is all said and done with. We will work to continue to find out exactly why they may have fled. But again, it looks like it may be a Mercedes-Benz four-door. This has been going on, let's see what the exact time it started, at least, what, 15, 20 minutes or so? At
least 15 or 20 minutes. Sky 5 has been over this, and we've been following this along and tracking this chase. And you know, if there is any good part of this, it is out. It is not going through the city streets. And but if you have anyone in that area,
now we're hearing that they may be going about 80 miles per hour. So 55 earlier, now about 80 miles per hour, which is a pretty good clip when the right front tire is down on a rim. And then we're also hearing the back left tire is on its rim as well.
And this is a Mercedes-Benz that is going down that roadway.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Again, this is on Franklin Road. We saw this starting off on Post Road and now then turned off to Westminster and is now on Franklin Road, I believe, headed eastbound.
And here we go. It looks like this could be coming to an end here. He's pulling over, and you can see, look at that rim on that car. Maybe not going to stop. Looked like he was going to end it, but going to keep on going as long as he can.
And they are trailing this person, and they will be there as soon as this comes to an end. And we're hearing this is now in a residential area, and it's really slowing to a crawl. You can see all of the homes there. Yeah. It looks like this may about to come to an end.
If you are just joining us, you are watching Eyewitness News 5 at 6. We are covering a high-speed chase, what started as a high-speed chase and now is just a chase of this Mercedes-Benz. Officers have been following this for quite a while.
That's right, and we are staying on top of this for you. We have seen this vehicle go at speeds about 80 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour at different speeds and slowing to a crawl there. It looks like it's starting to pick up once again. We know that they're traveling on their rims. We're hearing the back left tire and perhaps the front right tire as well. This is around the Lake Stanley Draper area, and it's now moved into a residential area. And the new information coming in, we are finding out that this started in Spencer. Midwest City Police got involved. Now the State Highway Patrol is involved. A lot of agencies following this chase and this guy continues to move along. Here they go. They're going to try this maneuver, and we say this guy, it could be anyone in this car. A female as well. So we're about to see. Came to a stop. They've got their guns drawn as they're approaching the driver's side. Looks like the person's opening up, and we'll see what happens. Officers moving this person out of the car. It is a woman. Does look like a lady. Down on the ground, and you can see all of the officers now about to put the cuffs on her, checking the vehicle as well to make sure no one else is inside. And officers brought this to a safe end. You can see ran out of really the roadway right there. No place for that person to go. On the ground right now,
end of this chase. A car running for quite a while on just its rims.
It looks like the car was smoking a little bit, and again, we understand that this all started with just they were trying to pull this driver over for a regular traffic stop, and now more than 20 minutes later, after a high-speed chase, this has all finally come to an end. And yeah, you can see the car smoking there after it was driving on its rims for quite some time.
And again, started in the Spencer area and went on for quite a while, and officers wrapping that up. We're Sky 5 over the scene, staying on top of this, and our ground crews are headed there, trying to catch up to the end of this chase so they can figure out exactly what happened and how this all started. And you see the person being led away into a patrol car right there, cuffed and all.
A female driver, and we will be working to find out why this all started, why this woman fled in the first place. But again, coming to a peaceful end as far as anyone else in that area, now putting her in the back of a police car.
And that is the fortunate part of all this, is that no one was injured. There were no accidents caused, and nobody hurt through all of this. So officers following along and just letting this person lead them until she literally ran out of the roadway.
And boy, they had a lot of officers and troopers on her tail. We're hearing Midwest City Police as well as the State Highway Patrol tracking her down and making sure that this did come to an end.
A lot to find out through the rest of this as this story develops, and ends right there near Lake Thunderbird. Driver under arrest.
And it looks like it just kind of ended there against a pole. The road ran out, she didn't turn off, and
nowhere else to go.
We're going to stay on top of this and keep you posted with the very latest on that high-speed chase.